you handle a lot of roles and you juggle a lot of things. You wear a lot of hats. I stay motivated when bouncing around, and I mean it's all one umbrella, but
Mhm.
there's so much going on. Like how do you do it?
It's hard to stay motivated sometimes. I think motivation is a roller coaster. A lot of times people think that you have to feel inspired to do a job. I think the hardest thing is understanding that it's a discipline versus creativity, right? And the older you get, a lot of the times, you're not going to have the motivation, but
Right.
it's that it's hard. Yeah, yeah. I think you have to really take care of your mind, your body, and soul to be able to be in a place of creativity
Mm.
and understand how to regulate your nervous system more than ever.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to regulate your nervous system, and a lot of adults do not know how to handle their emotions, I think that's the biggest problem with your creativity, right? If you're able to regulate your nervous system, if you're able to have boundaries in your life, you're going to be able to have the space to be creative. But a lot of times you're go, 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 and then a job that started to be creative, you end up hating it. So you need to
Yeah.
take care of yourself.
That reminds me, talking about the nerves, is when I was doing acting classes, standing up in front, there's only like 20 people, and you're reading the lines, and then at some point you have to memorize. But if you're nervous,
Yes,
you're very robotic. You're not playing the character. You're not like,
you're in your mind.
you're in your mind. There's no reflection in your voice. It's just
Hmm.
very monotone. And then
Yeah.
you're in your mind. You can't be creative at all. It really kills creativity. You can't get past that initial, like, this is scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
And I love working with creatives to help them break out of that. And now more than ever, now I work with the nervous system and I work with meditations to get yourself in a state of creativity. Because there's a lot of times where if you want to grow your brand, or even with my business where I get hired to grow brands and help people show up on camera, if their nervous system is not regulated, if they do not know how to show up on camera and they're afraid to be seen, but they need to be able to launch, they need to learn and understand where that comes from.
So you're working with people that these aren't actors, these are business
Oh,
owners.
absolutely.
And they're like, all of a sudden, there's lights and cameras and
Lights, camera,
5 people,
yes.
and they're like, they're talking weird, or they're like, I don't know what to say. I can't remember
Of
lines.
course,
They're
yeah.
sweating, they're
Or they
freaking out.
want to launch their TED Talk and I'm helping them with their TED Talk. And so it's really hard to get to a place of creativity and execution when you're in your mind. So I've been really inclined to help people understand their nervous system, even myself. Even as I grow as a creative and a producer, I've realized my personal emotional mental blocks to be able to gain the success and show up at as my highest version. And it's all about the nervous system
That's
regulation.
amazing. What are some of the tips or tricks?
Oh my goodness.
Breathing exercises?
Yeah, I'm really understanding your breathing exercises,
Okay.
right? Understanding if you have meditation technique.
Mm.
Understanding your body, where the tightness comes from, is your chest, your throat, and really understanding where that comes from. A lot of times it comes from childhood. So it's a lot
See,
of
this is deep.
it
This is like,
is. It is. And it's wild because the older I get, the more I understand that showing up and wanting to be seen
Right.
and having those blocks, a lot of it comes from our fears and our past experiences.
wow.
Yeah. So this is spiritual. It
Just
gets,
well, I'm saying there's like a self-awareness that you have to develop in order to be a good talent and just be authentically you and start
Mhm.
creative.
because at the end of the day, we want to show up as our highest self. But what does that mean? We
Right.
do a lot of self-sabotaging and understanding where those self-sabotages really goes into your past traumas. And it really starts getting so layered that you realize the creation process is a spiritual process.
Wow.
Hey guys, I'm Andrea. If you like this segment, make sure to click here to watch the entire podcast. Make sure to click here right on this box.